I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, so I've drained the fountain, cleaned the bottom of it, cleaned the pump, outside the pump, cleaned the netting that holds the river rock. And so before I put water and the river rock back in, I'm going to run a new line for a LED light to shine on the fountain. So that's coming up next. Okay, so now I've created a channel between the fountain and the outlet. The outlet's on the other side of this post. So now I'm going to drill a hole below the paver, below the sand, into the rubber. Actually, it's a plastic container that holds the water, but the hole will be above the water line, so there'll be no leaking or anything. So this will allow me to get my light in there, plus hide the cable that goes back to the power source. So that's next. This video's quote is from J.P. Morgan, and he says, "A man always has two reasons for doing anything: a good reason and the real reason."
With you, I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only.
So what I've done is I have, and again, like all the other makers, they usually make a template. So I've taken some drawing paper, taped it together in order to get the circumference that I need. And then if you see the dark line, let's see if we can get over here, shadows. This dark line right here, represents the outside edge. And for the most part, it's about 3.5 inches, give or take, 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch. So that's the actual width at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm adding 1 inch on both sides. Here's 1 inch on this side, and here's the inch on this side in order to bend it down. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to connect the pieces, because what I'm going to do is once I cut this up, then I'm going to cut the pieces of copper. Hopefully I haven't, well, aluminum copper. Cut the pieces of aluminum copper to match my template, and then I should be ready to install. More than likely, I'm going to have to get some type of metal, concrete metal adhesive, but that shouldn't be a problem. So once I cut this out, I'll cut the pieces of the aluminum, and then I'll start the process of bending the edges on both sides down over 1 inch, so it basically just covers. And I think basically that'll give a nice appearance to the top of that. Plus the fact it will be something a little different because we've already got stone and glass. So how about an intro to a little bit of metal? So that's my plan, and we'll see you soon. So now I've taken the 2 pieces of aluminum colored copper. They were originally 2 pieces that were 1 foot by 2 foot. And so now I've cut into 8 equal parts, basically 6 inches wide and 1 foot long. And so what I did was I laid them on top of the template, and then now I've created this circle. So my next step is going to be connecting these with rivets. I'm going to rivet, put at least, I think, 3 in each. And then once I do that, then I'll be able to put the template back on, trim the outside, and then I should be able to start. What I'll do is I'm going to cut, depending on the width of my pliers, I'm going to cut slots all the way around the edges, every inch or so. And then what I'll do is I'll take that and I'll do that 1 inch, cut 1 inch here, and then cut 1 inch here, and then that gets folded down, and then that will eventually go on the top of my fountain. So that's what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to rivet these parts, and I'll be back with you. I may probably film some of that, and we'll see. So this goes in here. This goes between the 2. Well, let's do it this way. This goes between the 2 pieces that you're trying to connect. This goes over the rivet, and then all you have to do is squeeze and squeeze, and there is your first rivet. How's that look on camera? Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, good. So then we drill another hole. I gotta stay away from the inch over here. That's where I'll be cutting it to go over the edges. So put the next piece in, put over the rivet, squeeze, and it pops off just like that, and it's nice, and metal's nice and tight. So I'll do one more, do the last one here. I'm gonna do 3 for each connection. So I'll just do one right here. Rivet goes in all the way through. Rivet gun goes on top, Make sure you got the good connection between the two pieces of metal, and you squeeze until it pops. And there you have two pieces of metal very securely connected with rivets. And that's going to happen everywhere these pieces of wood meet. So I'll do that and get back to you. Okay, so now I've got all the pieces riveted together, and I've actually put the template back on top of the fake copper, the faux copper. And so now what I'll do is that I will make sure that we're in good shape, hold it down, and I'll mark off all the excess on the outside and the inside, trim that, so we'll have the faux copper will match the template perfectly, and then we can start on the next phase. So that's next. As you can tell, I've cut in every 2 inches. I've cut in about 1 inch, and I folded it over, and so now we have a new top for our fountain. Probably got to do a little hammering just to kind of conform it a little bit. The ends are a little sharp. You may, pro tip, make sure when you're working with metal that you're using some kind of glove to protect your fingers and your hands. But overall, and the other thing I was going to do is I was going to take and cut in the center just like I did on the outside, but I'm thinking differently now. I'm thinking I like the way it kind of, I don't know, but I think we're going to go with this for right now. I may change it later on, but for right now, this is our fountain top. So now we've incorporated stone, glass, and now metal. And I'll do a little picture, a little video of it on tonight, because I'm pretty sure that that between the water and the lights, we're going to have some really nice color out here. So that is the end of the mini video on making the copper, faux copper that is, top for my mini fountain on my patio.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Thank you for watching. God bless. And please share so I can grow this channel.